Hi, good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or whatever it is when you're seeing this video. Welcome back. I'm not back to a full um, video routine as of yet, but I am going to be going to my son's house tomorrow for an Easter nosh, you might say. So I'm going to be bringing a cake with me, and I thought if I'm going to be making it, I might as well have you along with me when I'm making it. So here we are. Before I start, though, I do want to say thank you to all of you who have sent such heartwarming messages, cards, thoughts, prayers, and so on. It is not an easy time of life. It is expected for all of us. And there are good days and bad days, and will continue to be. But in the meantime, we plug along the best we can. So again, thank you so much for all of your heartfelt thoughts and wishes. This is going to be kind of a twofold video. I'm going to be doing the cake with you, but I'm also going to be doing a type of vlog, which I will continue to follow up with. I have a couple of things going to happen in the house shortly, so I thought I'd take you along. The first and probably the most major one is the kitchen. So when we go into the kitchen, you will see the disarray. And I will explain why it's in disarray. And then there's one other project that's in the works, and that's in the closet in the hallway. And I don't really need to show you that, but in the closet in the hallway, it's going to be plumbed and wired so that I can have, I guess you'd call it the apartment size washer dryer, the kind that is one unit. And that is so that I don't have to carry, my son doesn't like me having to carry laundry down the stairs and up the stairs. Now I go downstairs and upstairs fairly regularly and without problem, but it's different when you're trying to carry laundry down. And I'm not going to get rid of the laundry that's down there because it's a new system, and if I am going to do something like coverlets or something big and bulky, those are the machines that I would use. But for everyday laundry, this is going to be wonderful to be right in the closet, which is right outside my bedroom door. So let me show you the disarray, the laundry room to be, and then we'll make a cake. So I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Hang in there. Well, here we are in my kitchen that's sort of like a mess. You can see the stuff stacked on the table here and stuff over here. And that's because right now this part is empty. That did have a coffee bar and beverage refrigerator, but that's changing. You see there's a little kind of a half wall. Let me just move this way, you can see it better. Okay, sort of like a little separator. Okay, that's coming out. And right here, next to this section of cabinetry, is where my new refrigerator is going to go. And the reason is, we had been looking for a refrigerator for quite a while. This is where the current one is. It's built in this little place, and I would imagine that this was almost original to the house. It is a KitchenAid. Not sure they even make KitchenAid anymore. But it needs to be replaced, and it's almost impossible to find one that's going to fit inside this little area. So I decided to move it over here. And I think it's going to work out perfectly, because now I can have a regular standard size refrigerator. The rest of this area, the kitchen is going to be all painted. pretty close to what this color is now because it's beige and I have a beige tile backsplash. But this wall here, behind the table, there's just this one section I'm going to use as an accent wall. And my thought process right now is it's going to be a very, very pale green. Because I think green will go nicely with the tan. So moving around, the issue is here is that if I'm going to get a new refrigerator, my refrigerator is stainless steel. You can get very good deals on, I guess they call them builder sets, or all of the appliances, in other words. So I'm getting a new refrigerator, excuse my counters, a new dishwasher. That dishwasher I think is a 1950 something. A new stove and a new microwave. And they will all be stainless steel and all match. So the first thing and the last thing is hopefully, I'm going to get the carpet out of the kitchen. Why they put carpet in a kitchen, I'd never know. I mean, I'm a messy cook, and I spill stuff all over it. So the first thing that's got to happen, excuse me, the rubbish barrels will be out of there, obviously, is plumbers are coming probably next week to run water from the sink to this area here for the ice maker. And let me just show you a little bit about what is going to happen when we take this refrigerator out of here. I'm going to walk this over here and turn around. And you can see that refrigerator sticks out here. Here's the built-in. This sticks out about 9 inches. And you can see how narrow it makes this opening. So by moving that refrigerator, I'm going to gain 9 inches here. And it'll be a much more accessible opening. Now this isn't just something new that I'm deciding to do. Bob and I have been talking about this. We've been looking for refrigerators ad nauseum. So I just decided to continue on with it. So I'll keep you informed and we'll see what it's going to look like step by step. What I'm planning to do in this little area here is to create a built-in coffee bar. I think that'll be perfect. Because I'm not taking this down. This is nice cabinetry up here. And it's a nice area, but it'll be a hole. So I'm going to put a cabinet in there and make it a coffee bar. So there you go. That's project number 1. I'll show you where project number 2 is going. Okay, I'm standing in my living room now. And here is a hall closet. My bedroom is in here. And this closet right now has cleaning things in it. But it's going to be plumbed so that I can put a one-piece washer dryer in. It's a little narrow in the door, but it's plenty wide inside. So that's the second thing that's happening. So I'll be living in a construction zone for a little while. Back to the kitchen. I just transplanted some plants, some little seedlings. So far I haven't killed them, but I'm pretty good at that. Okay, that's enough of my tour. I'll save the rest for the next time, and we'll see as progress happens. Let's make a cake. Be right back. Okay, here we are. Oh, I gotta put a light on here. Hold on. Oh, it is on. Let's see if I can get under the counter one. Well, I think you can see. I don't know where my under the counter light switch is. Okay, here we are. We're going to start. This is a pineapple cake, but it has like a cheesecake layer too. So we're going to start with a yellow cake mix of any kind. I happen to have a Great Value one, but you can use any yellow cake mix you'd like. And I'm going to make the cake per package directions. I have a 9 by 13 pan that I have sprayed to get ready, and my oven is preheating to 350. I'm going to start with a half a cup of vegetable oil. I have that right here. One cup of water. I have that right here. And it also calls for 3 eggs. I have them in this dish here. One of them is almost a double yolk. These are large eggs. Then it says, after they are combined, to mix it on medium speed for 2 minutes. Okay, I'll be back when it's finished mixing because it's just making a noise right now. Okay, it's mixed. I'm just going to get the beater out of there. And I'm going to put it into my 9 by 13 pan. Ooh. Good thing I have the apron on. I'm leaning the batter right on my chest here. Okay, I have to turn it the other way for a minute because I can't see what's inside the bowl. I'm going to try to get as much out as I can. Don't want to leave any of that goodness behind. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven, and it says 34 to 38 minutes. I'm going to start checking it just before 34 minutes. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want it to come out dry. So I'll be back when I take it out of the oven. We'll show you the next step. Okay, we're right out of the oven. And I thought I was recording, I was not. I took a fork, I made holes all over. Okay, now I have crushed pineapple and the juice. And I'm putting that all over this cake. And this cake is just out of the oven. So this is a cake you make the day before you're going to use it. And I'm just going to spread this out best I can so everybody gets some pineapple. And you do it when it first comes out of the oven so the cake absorbs this pineapple in the juice. Okay, I saw this recipe on Facebook. The person who was making it was Brenda Gant, G-A-N-T-T. She's a lady from Andalusia, Alabama, and she loves to do good old country cooking. She's got 2 or 3 cookbooks out. And of course I spent 38 years in Florida, so I love me some good country cooking. So I'm going to let this set now. It has to cool before we do the next part. But we can get it started, so let me move you over here. Okay, I am supposed to have 2 blocks of cream cheese. I have 1 3/4. I didn't realize I'd already used part of one. So we're going to go with that. And a cup of sugar. So I made it a scant cup because I don't have quite the amount of cream cheese I'm supposed to. And we're going to run this until it's nice and smooth. And it's going to take a few minutes to get it nice and smooth. One more thing I'm going to add is about 1/4 cup of milk. So I'll get the milk. And I'm just going to put a little in. Scrape down the sides here. Alright, now let that mix a little bit. I'll be back when it's ready. But we can't put it on the cake yet anyway because the cake is too hot. Okay, it's nice and smooth. And I added 1/2 of this container, 8-ounce container of whipped topping. And let me show you. I just kind of blended it. I didn't run it hard after that. You see? So now we're going to wait for the cake to cool enough to put it on. And I'll be back as soon as it's ready. Okay, I put it on in the blobs, and now I'm spreading this around carefully. Because I don't want to disrupt the pineapple any more than I have to. But I'm trying to cover it all, and you want to try to get it all along the edge. So the fellow that's getting the edge piece gets goodies too. Down in the corner. There you go. Whoop. There's one more thing to do. And that's to take the other half of this Cool Whip and put that around. Oh, and I'm sorry I can't give you a taste test today because I'm taking it someplace. There you go. So there you go, that's a pineapple cake, and it's going to be yummo yummo. And I will let you know how everybody enjoyed it. I'm going to put some skewers in here, like so I can put some plastic wrap over it. And I'll put it in the refrigerator. Okay? And we'll have it tomorrow. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Make yourself a pineapple cake with a no-bake cheesecake topping. And I hope you all have a good Easter. See you for the next update on the kitchen. Everybody play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.